DC here. Hi guys. Okay, so I decided to take some time off this afternoon to cut down that overtime load that I have, and that's probably about the only way that we're allowed is just take some time off. Now, since I had this time off, I'm going to take a little bit of time to sit in the garden, make a video, and try and catch up once again on YouTube, because I haven't been on for the last few days. Just have not been able to, no time. Okay, so I was thinking about today, I'm talking about a definition that I've been seeing lately, and that I find is quite consequent for my life, I'm certain for yours. It's called defining moments. You know, like you've probably heard the term defining moments in history. If you take in your life, I mean, what does your life look like in respect to defining moments? Yeah, I even got ready. So, imagine you've got a little graph. I don't know if you can see that. And you got little spikes, sometimes big spikes, and so on. And it looks a bit like this, okay? And with this axis being basically your life or time, and this one we could call it experience. If you're not able to read me, don't worry, nobody else is. Now, what does this actually mean? I mean, it means that your life is going on, and then something happens, and wow, the experience bar goes off scale or whatever. And that's a little bit what this all means. Is about these defining moments. Put this away. Actually, it's getting in the way. Is that there are times in life, I mean, where it could be marriage, it could be an untimely death. No, actually, death is never on time. It's always untimely. Where you have to change your perspective of life. It could be that you have to do a paradigm shift. You know, I mean, maybe you've always thought that things are done one way, and now they get to be done another way. They go, come on, say hello. Say hello to you, friends. Oh, gee, I wish he'd cooperate sometimes in these cases. Here, can you see it? No, he just doesn't want to. Oh well, maybe he'll come in anyway. And these defining moments actually happen. It could be a change of jobs, you know, a change of careers, and so on. And strangely enough, it actually could be a change of hobby. I mean, have some of you had a defining moment by going from one hobby to YouTube? We've often talked about how we've changed our habits after starting YouTube. And that might actually show that there's been a YouTube, even if it's a small blip, is a defining moment in your life. And I was going on about this because, you know, so many things happen in the workplace. Just aside here. So many things happen in the workplace these days. I mean, with the recession, depression, whatever you want to call it, coming on, that a lot of us are going through these defining moments where we have to look at ourselves, take sometimes a really hard look at ourselves, the way we're living, and to very often redefine priorities, redefine a lot of things. That's part of the redefining moments, or the defining moments. I saw a picture actually. If you Google in defining moments, you'll come up to a page which has defining moments in history, and there's a really cool page, a really cool picture of Abraham Lincoln with two generals. This picture is taken in 1862, so one of the moments of the war. And it's a picture, I mean, it's a really fantastic picture of Abraham Lincoln standing straight as a rod and with his stovepipe hat. And there's something, I mean, I gotta say, he's really not a good-looking man. I'm afraid poor old Abe probably was honest and everything, but I don't think he had the looks. But that doesn't matter. I mean, a defining moment was a moment where at least the first parts of slavery were being eliminated. And I call that a defining moment. Defining moment, of course, I mean, war is a defining moment on its own. Look at all the conflicts in the world. It doesn't matter if you're pro or contra some of them. They're nevertheless defining moments for the soldiers, for the people who have to go through them. What are other defining moments in our life? I had a defining moment in my life when we decided to leave Canada and establish ourselves in Switzerland. It was a defining moment. I mean, we all of a sudden said, well, yes, we'll give it a go. You don't actually realize, though, very often, when you give it a go, what it actually implicates. I mean, if we look at everything that we had to change, that was unbelievable. So that's a part of it. That's one defining moment. Another defining moment, first child, for example. Second one is as well, but the first child is definitely one of the biggest defining moments. Yeah. I mean, there's so much more that one could be said. Actually, this could be a spooky university topic, but it isn't. I decided to bring it on my own for this one. But you're free to actually answer to this video. Now, while I'm on this, defining moments of YouTube is other ways, for me, YouTube was other ways of discovering people, of creating friendship. And I have received this week 2 postcards. One here is San Francisco, and it is from Tweetness, Irene, and it says, "Hello, this is a card from San Francisco, California. Thought you might like. We had a blast there with my family from Germany. Just your YouTube friend, Irene. Tweetness. Hugs." And here you are. And so it's really, really nice. I thank you, Irene. That was great. I mean, I really, really enjoyed receiving this card. Next one. This is from Adrian and Julie, and it says, "Hi DC, just wanted to thank you for all the great comments you leave and the shout outs you've given, especially for the friendship. Your videos are great." That's really nice. "I love the walks with Dago, and if I ever get to Switzerland, can I take him for a walk?" And it's signed Adrian, and then there's "Hi DC and Frenchie." That's from Julie, and she's thinking of Frenchie DC. She must have written that when Adrian wasn't looking, because I don't think Adrian actually likes Frenchie DC. Let me see. Let me check those minutes. Yeah, okay, I'm still okay. So, you see, for me, actually, and there was a card, I should have brought it out, sorry about that, Melissa. I also got a card the other day from Melissa, but you saw that on one of the other videos. So, actually, these are, for me, defining moments in YouTube. There's been others. I mean, I've had chats with 1 or 2 people, created really bonding friendships with 1 or 2 people which are more discreet, which don't actually automatically want to have their names given out. But it doesn't matter. I mean, the thing is that defining friendship in this way is something that's new. I mean, we used to have the concept of pen pals. Pen pals, actually, I have maybe had 1, but it seemed to be more difficult to keep going, and you never, or very rarely, get the chance to really see or meet your pen pal. In this case, I mean, maybe I don't know, maybe we'll never meet in real life, but on the other hand, it is real life in a way. I mean, this is real life. This is concrete things that I can touch. And, I mean, the fact is that you see them on the tube. Now, I am getting on in time, so thank you, all of you, I mean, in this case, all 3, and all of you. DC is going to be signing off. Thank you to the YouTube community. Defining moments, we are every time we make a video, and that somebody hears us, somebody comments. Yeah, I mean, that's about what I had to say for today, and I'm coming up to my time. So DC is signing off. Take care. Close that. DC is going to really sign off this time.